past. Believe me, we can't expect 100%. We can, the INEC cannot satisfy every Nigeria 100%. But the good thing about it is as each goes by, we see improvement on the part of INEC. The complaints we've been hearing since yesterday, it's not really encode too much about INEC. What people have been, including the what's it called, the governor who considered defeat, said that as in terms of harassment, as in using security opportunity to harass and things like that, it's not, that's not really INEC's problem. It is the security operative. But in terms of rate arrival of materials in some places, I think we heard very little about that. So as in, to me, I believe INEC is improving by the day, which is a good omen for our democracy and for Nigeria election. But sincerely, I really want to say this about I think it is high time every political party wake up. Everybody should wake up. We can't just sit back and because Nigerians are now wise. Believe me, your best might not be good enough for Nigerians, and I think that is what exactly played out in the Ekiti state. I'm not in support of any, but I think you might think you're doing really well. Nigerians these days would need more than what you're giving them. So they will rather look for an alternative. Even if that alternative is not the Messiah, they would rather opt for that rather than just sticking to you. I think that's what played out to me, and that's just a simple that's a simple truth.
I expect INEC I expect, like you said, I expect INEC to be a little more digital. I expect INEC to a little bit more prepared. I expect INEC to release results on the same day of elections. This is what I really expect. That there was an election yesterday, and the result came up this morning. I'm not satisfied with this. These things, these numbers of voters were counted in different polling booths, and the numbers were entered into a database immediately into the ENEC database. And the ENEC, if you enter the number, you cannot change it. I know very much about network. I work with networking, and I know this. If you enter this into the INEC, these are not very. They are not rocket science. It's not very difficult. As you count it there in the polling booth, you enter it, and it sends to the INEC database to the headquarters. They collect this in few hours. The result is out. This is what I want for 2015.
I think APC needs to really sit back, look at the whole process, and re-strategize. I'll say it again. I don't know if I said it earlier that everything is about Nigerians. I think APC is capitalizing on, in quotes, the elites and what they have done, but so much more is expected of them. What's in Osun State, they should go to the, although I'm from Osun State, and sincerely, I know what is happening there, and the present governor is someone to beat because the man is doing a whole lot. But they should not capitalize on what they have done. They still need to go and sensitize the grassroots. There are so many people. Look, if you can stay on channels TV and place adverts and everybody across the entire world are saying things, those are not people who vote on the election day. Those who really do the voting are those who are there in their villages. Some who do not even have television to watch channels television and go. So you leaving them and just capitalizing on the bridges you built and the roads you've done, which are normal thing, while they are still hungry, does not make any difference. And I think that is what APC needs to work on. What I think played out in Osun, there are so many hungry people, and you are coming telling them Jamboree, and when they saw somebody who would rather give them food to they would rather leave your bridges and your tourist center you are building to go for food. So I think that is where we need, because everything about politics is a number of game. You might have brilliant ideas, you might have money, but if you don't have the real people to follow you, you lose out. And that is exactly what I think for APC. So APC should please sit back, strategize on how they will capitalize on the number of the so-called, the real people, the grassroots people in their villages, how they will reach out to them and make them a part of what they are doing and sensitize them on how to go about on the election day. That's what I think they really need to work on.
Yes, obviously, I think he's got some very good points. I also think that what happened in Ekiti State is not largely a representation of the people's interest in PDP as a party, but a representation of what Francois Bayat defined as the politics of the belly. There isn't any amount of achievements you can show to a hungry man when he's had something in his tummy. So I think that played a larger part. I'm also happy to hear that in all the campaigns that we saw, except for when the president visited Ekiti State, when he was talking about Fayemi underperforming, everybody agrees moderately that Fayemi tried within the limits of how best he think he can in terms of performance. But where he got it wrong was understanding the political sociology of Ekiti as a people. And in Ekiti, they have a defined pattern of voting. Realities or needs are, you would definitely lose out, and that happened in Ekiti State. For Osun State, I'm also from Osun State. There's a difference between the politics of Ekiti people and the politics of Osun State. Osun, I'm from Ede. Ede is a fairly large local government in Osun State, from Ede North precisely. Osun people have a past history when they are voting. They seem to be a little bit more sentimental, and they might not necessarily biased towards what you can offer them immediately. Slightly difficult for the PDP to have this much success as they recorded in Ekiti State because of the quality or the caliber of candidates they are presenting. So I am foreseeing a situation where Osun might be more keenly contested than Ekiti State because of the individual that the PDP flag bearer is fronting. Other than that, I also think that at every point in time, when the people think that you are not doing the right thing as they want you to do, it beholds on a good leader or a good politician, so to speak, to do exactly what you want. And in the final analysis, the concept of political sovereignty remains with the people. It is the right, it is the responsibility, it is the duty of the people at every point in time to decide those who govern them. So if they vote you out, they owe no apologies to that. So you need to be careful, you need to tread carefully, and I'm sure that Aregbesola would learn from this experience. I'm sure that if he is sensible enough, if he is a student of history, politically, he should be able to sort that out. And if Osun people say no to him, then good luck to him.
I would just want to plead with all the players to calm down, sit back, strategize, and just play by the rules.
Election is not a do or die affair. Let our people know this. Election is you win, you lose. And when you lose, you congratulate your fellow and join him to do things in a proper way.
Well, I would first like to advise the Nigerian state, the federal government itself, they need to be apolitical about some of their actions. As much as possible, the events leading to the Ekiti elections shouldn't be repeated. In situations where a state was made to be under so much siege, I don't think it gives room for enough democratic processes to take place. That said, I think the government, to be honest, has been fair. They can do better by relaxing the mood a little bit, not create the impression that the state is under siege or is at war.